Juan de Yestas. Today I'm going to talk about the TikTok of do schools kill creativity. Okay, in February 2006, at the official TikTok conference, Sir Ken Rollinson was giving a speech on the gaps in our educational system, the importance of creativity, and the multiple types of intelligence which have to be considered. He pleads for a radical rethink of our school system. Robinson starts his talk by raising awareness of the fact that children which start schools now will retire approximately in 2075. Therefore, it will be a teacher's function to educate them with a reward of unpredictability of future events. He states that creativity is as important as literacy, and that further all children are talented and not afraid to be wrong. Mistakes should not be stigmatized, but rather be seen as part of the learning process. Thus, if you are not prepared to be grown, you will never come up with something original. Rollinson claims that every educational system on earth will have the same hierarchy of subjects. Mathematics and languages are rated higher than humanities, and to the humanities is given more importance than to the arts. Within the arts, there will be a further gradation, as and music are higher rated than drama and dance. According to Robinson, the results of an educational focused on the children's heads rather than their bodies leads to a system whose ultimate goal it is to form university professors. As Robinson exclaimed, this system was built to meet the needs of industrial and is therefore based on two main ideas. On the one hand, it is based on the value of a person for the system. The most useful subjects for work are at the top, and it will not be option to become a musician. And on the other hand, it is based on his or her academic ability. Since by many, intelligence is linked with the latter, we have a limited view on intelligence, and in its consequence, many highly talented, brilliant people who do not fit in the system do not realize that they are. In the following, Robinson sums up serious problems which we will face in the future. Firstly, according to UNESCO, in the next 70 years, more people worldwide will be graduating through education than ever before. Secondly, the technological processes leads to the substitution of work so hard performed by humans. Thirdly, there will be an explosion in population. This will lead to a process of academic inflation. Degrees are valued and jobs persuasive subside. Robinson says that we need to rethink the way we see intelligence. It is diverse, we think visually and psychoaesthetical in moments. It is dynamic, or it could be distinct. For the latter, he cites the examples of Gillian Jean, a famous choreographer who was almost diagnosed with a learning disorder, disorder as a child due to her inability to sit still in class. In the end, Robinson appeals to all of us to see our creativity capacities for the rich they are, and to help build an educational system that supports rather than undermines creativity. The talk is interesting for everybody who is interested in education or will be working or is working in the educational sector. Further, it should be interesting for politicians who are the ones who can bring about change to law. Ultimately, the talk is interesting for everybody due to the fact that every person on earth should have access to good and supporting education.